Yes,
Good
first I think
afternoon.
we should start from introduction. Good afternoon.
Yeah. So, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I hope you are also doing good.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you.
Okay.
So,
So can I give my introduction?
yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. I am Tanya and I am connecting to you from Jaipur. I am a homemaker and I have a kid also. That's all about me. And if I talk about my hobbies, so I am a movie freak person. Whenever I'm getting time, mostly I love to watch movies.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So, yeah, as you know, my name is Nutan and I'm
Mm-hmm.
from Mathura. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
homemaker and I run a YouTube channel as well. If I tell you about my qualification, then I'm graduate and I'm blessed with two kids. And my hobbies are reading books, singing, dancing, and cooking food. So this is
Mm-hmm.
all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you ready for any topic discussion?
Yeah, sure. Tell me what's the topic?
Topic is very simple because I was not I was I am a 90s 90s kid. So that time there are so many comics like Pinky, Chacha Chaudhary. I think you have heard about these comics.
Yeah, a little bit.
Little bit.
Tell me.
Okay.
Yeah, not that much. Yeah.
Okay. So my favorite comic was Pinky.
Okay. Pinky ka bagicha, right?
Yeah. So Pinky, there are so many stories. She is a 5 year old. She was a 5 year old girl, and every day she is doing some pranks, some other kind of mischievous things. I think most of the girls are very, crushed on that Pinky.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
read an book?
Yeah, I read it, but if you ask me about right now, like I don't remember. Like little bit,
Mm-hmm.
I know I have a little bit blur, that kind of memories that yes, I used to once I read that book, some pages, a few pages I read. So I just don't want to go in so much, deeply. I don't have that much to speak about that particular Pinky Ka Bagicha. Okay. So anything?
Today I have chosen this topic because every day we are doing some good, we are taking some good topics.
Yeah.
Then our viewers can also enjoy.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
And yes, and I had read. I think when we are going, we are going our village. That time, my father always bought so many Pinky, Chacha Chaudhary, and one another book was Nagraj. That comic was favorite of in among the boys.
Yeah, I heard all the names, like as you said, I heard all
Mhm.
the names. But right now, I don't have that kind of, remembrance. It is very
It's
blurred
okay.
in my
It's
mind.
not mandatory that you have remembered all these things because I know, so I can describe all these things
Yeah, yeah.
because it's a random topic for you.
Yeah, it's really random, and there are a lot of topics. If I say there are a
Hmm.
lot of topics we can discuss on that, and we can also, just talk about like the experiences, good or bad, any kind of incident that happened earlier. We can talk about all the things if we want.
Okay, first I will talk about like Pinky because today, I was just discovering about Pinky who had created this comic. Then I came to know, okay, there was a cartoonist Pran. He had created this character Pinky, and
Yeah.
really, you can say, I have read Pinky books. I think two, three, four times, and never get bored.
It happens because you are interested in reading that this is why.
Yes, because it's totally kids book, and some other books were like Amar Chitrkatha and Nandan. In Nandan, there were so many puzzles also.
Yeah.
Yes,
Puzzles are some short stories.
yes, short stories, puzzles, and some. We can also send our letters to the authors. there are facility in the that book.
Yeah, earlier. Yeah,
Yes,
it has to be, yeah, earlier,
yes.
in that era. Yeah, it happened.
Because that time they are not giving email, they are just giving, address. You can send your postcard on that address.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
So it
how
was
many
my
times you did
experience
that?
regarding this. Sorry, can you repeat?
How many times you did that? How many times you posted the card?
Sir, I have posted 3 times because that time on Doordarshan there was a show, Motu Patlu. It was Hindi show,
Yeah.
and that time I was not aware for there was a competition postcard, and it was I think in blue color, and
Okay.
one of was in yellow color. Okay, yellow color we can use just for normal things, but when we are sending our reply, like any competitor, they were asking some questions after the episode. That time I was not aware we should use blue color postcard. Then I sent yellow color, and after I think 15 days, I and my 4 friends have sent responses. And after 15 days, we are getting our postcard, and there was a big cross.
Okay.
Yes, and they had written you should use blue color postcard. It is
Okay.
only used for competitive programs.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Now we will talk experience. Have you ever faced any incident which impact you, uh, your life? Any good
Yeah.
experience, any bad experience you can share?
No, I'm not going any like in that much deepness. Okay, but yes, I'm really going to tell you,
Mm-hmm.
share with you. Okay, that about, since it's all about English, and in the context of English language, that is why I'm sharing with you. It's about, I think, during a pandemic. Okay, during COVID, what happened that time? I think my son was in fifth class. Okay, so the result had to come. Okay, so I was, since my son is very like genius. Okay, he's very good in studies, so I thought he must have, secured a good mark. So I was very curious to know about that. So I was just waiting for that, that result. And since we could not, go to the school and visit the school and all,
Mm-hmm.
because it was a pandemic and we were in like we were stuck, we were stranded in that, COVID and also.
Mm-hmm.
What happened, I that moment, 20, yeah, 2020, what happened, actually I didn't have that much, courage to talk with people in English and all, and having such a telephonic conversation and all. So I was not that much, good enough. I was like, one or two sentence I can manage that time. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that is all. So yeah, I used to speak with teacher whenever I used to go to my kids' school and for the PTM. So I used to talk or ask questions to the teacher in English, but I was not that much confident. Confidently, I could not say a single sentence with
Mm-hmm.
the with the like I was very filled with hesitation, and anyhow I managed that. So I
Mm-hmm.
was telling you, during pandemic what happened, I just called up my son's one of teacher. I think he was the receptionist. I don't know, I don't have that idea or clue. So what happened, before calling to that particular teacher, I was just having in my mind that I have to talk with that teacher in English about my son's result, because it was not appeared in like a mark sheet. Physically it's not
Mm-hmm.
appeared, we can just get through by online we can get through the result. So I
Mm-hmm.
needed to know what's the result of my child. So,
Mm-hmm.
and since I knew that he must have scored like first, second or third rank. Okay, so I called him up, the teacher, I called him up. So I was just I thinking in my mind that I have to talk with the teacher, ask questions to the teacher in English. Okay, so I then what happened, I my heart started racing, like, okay, it was like a very much beating. Okay, so I just asking, okay, hello sir. And I was like, I didn't know what happened with me, since my mind in my mind I was thinking that I have to talk in English, and all of a sudden I just got stuck. I was like getting slipped off tongue, okay, and asking the question to the teacher. And what happened? I was like, I was that time shivering. Words were not
Mhm.
coming, and I was kind of fumbled. Not the clear word I was able to say to the teacher. Okay, so I was like not clear speaking with the teacher in English. So the other person, the other side, the person was saying to me, "Arey madam, Hindi mein aa jao." He said like this. And then what happened? I didn't know. I said in my mind,
Mhm.
I said no. I have to just complete. Have to just finish the whole conversation in English. I didn't jump in Hindi. I was just continued in English. Anyhow, I managed. Whatever he was asked, he was saying all the things in Hindi, and he was saying, "Okay, Hindi mein aa jao." Or he was not using a single sentence in English. He was just trying to yeah, he was trying to let me down. He was trying to ridicule that moment, saying
Mhm.
all the things. Okay, so I
It was
was
totally
feeling,
ridiculous moment.
yeah, it was. But
Mhm.
I just took it like a
Mhm.
no. I have to just talk in English. I have to just finish
Mhm.
my whole conversation in English. And I was just continuing speaking and
Mhm.
asking all the things. "Yeah, how can I get that?" And all. Since the lacking was only
Mhm.
confidence, I took
Mhm.
that courage. I just mustered that courage, talking with the teacher in English, asking question. But somehow it was not in my, in I would say it is not in my like routine to talk
Mhm.
in English with the teacher or anybody else. That is why I was like going stuck. But I completed it. I was after that the call ended up. I thought in my mind that he was like smiling at me. He was like laughing at me. He was judging
Mhm.
me, and not a single sentence he used in English. Just because I
Mhm.
was just getting slipped off tongue, and he was just criticizing me, judging me. Who is he? So a lot of things I was thinking. So it was like a very bad experience for me. But yeah, I thought, okay, there are a lot of people who is definitely going to criticize you, judge you, blame you. A lot
Mhm.
of things they are going to do in a negative way. It's you. You have to take the decision. You have to become that much courageous enough so that you can just go further in your life. You can do much much better. So this was not that much, this hasn't been a good experience. But yes, it is till now I remember that moment. Yeah, yeah, that was also a day, and I was not that much good enough and confident to talk with the people in English, and now I can do this, whether
But
it's
now you
telephonic
are
or.
speaking very flawlessly. So what is the secret behind this?
I think it's all because of my efforts,
Mhm.
and not because of that incident I took this
Mhm.
step. No, this is what I just didn't take that so so huge thing. It was not a major thing for me. But yeah, that
Mhm.
moment I felt bad that what the person is trying to tell me is trying to let me down, he's trying to ridicule me. So I was feeling that time a little bit bad, or I was not feeling good. But yes, it is not because of him, it's because of my passion. Since my childhood I have been having this kind of feeling that one
Mhm.
day I will be having such a good command over English language, and I wish I could speak in English. There was nobody who could introduce me that Nutan, you have to do such things. Like you have to listen things, you have to do, you have to speak, you have to read, write, whatever. I just did it by my own. I have done
Mhm.
all the things by my own. Okay.
Mhm.
This was the
Then
reason
how
since I
you
have the
uh,
passion.
then how you get this fluency? Right now you are really speaking very flawlessly. So I want I want to know the secret. How you
This
practice? How did you practice?
See, it's been 3 years since when I
Mhm.
started making my own videos and uploading it
Mhm.
on YouTube. Okay, and before that, back then I was not doing anything. I was just used to like searching words from the dictionaries. I had this kind
Mhm.
of hobbies as well. That
Mhm.
I felt like it's my like I felt very good, very interested, finding out new words from the dictionaries. And
Mhm.
sometimes before going to sleep, I used to take out my dictionary. It's like very big, very big
Mhm.
dictionary, Oxford dictionary, English to English. Okay, and I
Yes.
used to search
I
words.
think in Oxford Dictionary, some other kind of, there are five, I think thin books also included. I have also.
Yeah,
because my
and you know
husband is
what?
really love to read so many books. So you can say in my home there is a small library also.
Okay, and you know what? It's very old dictionary. When I was,
Mm.
doing my second year, that moment I got married. Okay, and final year I did completed after getting married. I completed my final year. Okay, so that moment when I was doing my second year, I changed my all subjects from Hindi into English. Then I read that. Sorry, purchased that book. Okay, and since then I have been reading that dictionary. But yes, not on a like a routine wise way. No, I do it like off and on. Whenever I feel like, I just take out my dictionary and start finding, searching words and all. And yes, it's been, I think, days, 15, 20 days. A couple of days ago, I started talking with people like this, such a conversational video talk. Earlier, I was not doing that. And earlier, I was not having that courage to face people like this. I didn't have that courage. I feel like, no, I cannot do so. I don't have that guts, so I cannot talk
Mm.
with people. And now I'm not talking with female, I'm talking with male as well. So it's a big achievement for me, and I feel like, yes, I did a very great job. And I it's very adventurous thing for me, that at least I can just confront people like this. So it's a very big thing for me. I'm very thankful to God. I always feel blessed.
Yeah, your story is really very inspiring. Yes. You know, when I was not, I don't know, there are so many apps on the Google right now where we can do audio calls. But
Yeah,
before that, I was just, there are so many things where we can contact with customer care. And there are two options, English and Hindi. Then I always apply English option
yeah,
because care executive was speaking in English and I was not very good in English. My English was
yeah,
totally broken. But I always try to speak in English because I always think he's a third person. I never because
right.
we have never met each other. So how can he judge me? So I always
Yeah,
try to
right,
speak with
right.
the customer care executive.
Yeah, but you know what happens? Somebody has this kind of, like they have that kind of a nature to criticize people, to let them,
Hmm.
everyone else is down, to belittle them, and that this should not be happening, because each and everyone is equal. Uh, be it of male, be it a female, okay. But yes, there are some not men. Many women also do such things, like they, criticize. Yeah,
But
being a
behalf of
woman, they
language,
criticize.
if you are criticizing someone, then we are all are known that this is not our mother tongue. It's a second language for us. But they are, sometimes they are judging us.
Yeah.
Mm. So in the starting, I have practiced. I have approached this way. I always make a call with the customer care executive, and I always, ask me so many questions. And after that, gradually, I boost my confidence
Yeah.
because in the family, we all are speaking in Hindi.
Yeah, it
That was a
happens.
big problem.
Yeah, we didn't have any environment. We
Hmm.
didn't have any environment.
Yes.
If we are having such a good command, this is all because of our efforts we put in.
Yes. And when I was thinking, okay, today I will talk to my daughter's teacher. After some time, I was thinking, oh, she will laugh at me. No, no, I never talk.
So in
Then
which
I
class
only
your
talk.
daughter study?
She's in sixth standard.
Okay.
Then I always talk to customer care executive.
Okay, no, we can also do the same. Like now, since we are having such, such a app and group, and we get connected with people, and we are talking with them. And if this is not we are not having that, access, we can also talk with the such people like on customer care. I also did the same. I talked with the person like a customer care person, and I choose English language. And I have that moment I decided in my mind that I have to talk with the person in English. And yes, I did it. I talked with her, yeah, she was lady. I talked with her, and I was feeling very confident while having completed the conversation. I was like, it was nothing. What else I can do? I just talked with her, and it was very, very effortless. It was. I felt like
Hmm.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, really. But nowadays technology is advanced. But before, I think 3 or 4 years ago, if we talk, that time I was not aware. Okay, there is a Skype app we can use, and there is a facility also video call. I was not aware.
Yeah, at least you now you have aware of this fact, no? But I got to know about this kind of app 2022 days ago. That yes, I can connect with people like that, and I can just talk, whether it's audio, whether it's video. Earlier, I was not have that kind of clue. How can I connect with people? So I was like doing all the things by my own, talking with myself, speaking all the things, whatever I'm feeling, whatever the experiences I had earlier, I just spoke all the things in my videos, many videos.
And when the pandemic was in India, that time I was aware. Okay, there are so many apps like Zoom and Google Meet where we can do face-to-face conversation. So when I came to know, okay, there are so many apps we can I can talk with so many persons. And after that, yes, I searched so many apps.
Yeah.
So this was my story. I always talk to the customer care executive, and I was aware because in the when you are talking with customer care executive, they are doing call recording, so they can't misbehave with you.
Yeah,
So I was
right.
taking the advantages of this thing.
Yeah, we can just bother them by talking.
Yes.